This is going to be a painful video for me to look back on because of the absolute nonsense of a 1-star review being left on my shop's page. Now, I have a couple 5-star reviews pulled up because I want to start with a more pleasant attitude, something to make me feel good before we dive into this. And before I read the couple 5-star reviews that I kind of just want to talk about really quickly, these 1-star reviews, you have to know before we dive into any of them how nonsensical they are. I've always said this, and there's a huge track record of me saying this. If I deserve a 1-star review, then I earned it. But if you're just mad because I didn't buy your cards or I didn't value the cards that you wanted, or you just flat out lied, which pretty much they all are, then that's where I have a sincere problem. Now I'll kind of dive into it a little bit more before we showcase the 1-star reviews that we're going to be discussing. But again, let's start with these 5-star reviews. This video was brought to you by my loyal patrons through the channel membership program. Pledge today and receive exclusive perks, benefits, early access to videos, and more. Link in the description. This one is from Raymond. Thank you so much, Raymond, if you're watching. A local card shop with a great selection of singles for sports and Pokemon. There was a variety of products for every collector at fair prices. The owner is a pleasure to speak with and was very knowledgeable. They stock on items such as penny sleeves, top loaders, and other supplies needed for collecting. Now, I'm not just picking these two that I think are the absolute best. It is absolutely by random. I just went to highest to lowest, scrolled a little bit, boom, and there it is. If you were to go on there and check out our 5-star reviews, it might be in a different order than from what I'm seeing currently. This one is from Mark. This next one, Murph's Card Town is a great shop, welcoming with continually rotating, evolving inventory. Murph's is a top shelf experience. I love the grading service, which I use for both vintage and newer sports cards. I've been collecting on and off for 50 years, and I highly recommend Murph. Thank you so much. And just a bonus one here. Kelsey went here with my sister, and we were very impressed by the displays and how kind the owner was. Thank you so much. You can tell that he loves what he does. Check it out. Awesome. And then you guys can, you'll be able to breeze through all these awesome 5-star reviews. But again, I just wanted to kind of start this video with a little feel good. You see, I just kind of skipped a few of them already, so I just randomly scrolled to a few. I just kind of want to start off with a couple feel good reviews to kind of power me through this because it's going to be so painstaking to go into. And again, we're going to find out constantly lies, people not getting their way, people wanting to feel entitled. And again, I've never not said, again, I have a huge track record of saying if I earned it and I deserve a 1-star review, give it to me. That's fair. I should be getting that because I should be treating you better. But anyone that's been to Murph's Card Town or anyone that's followed me here on YouTube will know the kind of experience you're going to get here. Typically, it's very pleasant. It's inviting. It's fun. It's clean. I'm fair. Good selection. My knowledge. There's so many compliments, and I'm so appreciative of these compliments. There's so many compliments and so many great, kind words that people have said, not just about me, but the shop in general, but, both of me and the shop, that it's so nice, overwhelmingly nice, I think is the best way to put it. So with that being said, as we go into this, I kind of want you guys to think, if you've been to the shop, I guess you'll be really able to tell, is this true? Is that true? I don't think so. And listen, I'm not making this video as a pity video for you guys to go leave me a 5-star review. That is totally up to you. If you want to go leave me a review, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 stars, that is on you. I would appreciate, 4 and 5 stars. By all means, leave what you think I deserve and earn from your experience if you've been to the shop. If you haven't been to the shop, then I strongly recommend making it out one day. Obviously, if you're across the country that you're not able to. Barnes Boys. Went here and the owner had a bad attitude off rip. Gangsta. And he was rushing my friends and I out the store, not coming back again. Not a welcoming vibe. Okay, so this is what I said. And again, you'll notice that these later 1-star reviews, I'm just kind of sick of the nonsense, the bull crap, honestly, beforehand. And we'll get into these, again, these are kind of just random. They're really not in order in terms of date. But you'll notice oh, I'm so sorry. Please come back. Da. There's going to be some of these reviews where I just could care less because it's just nonsense. I've never kicked anybody out of the shop. They could walk in at 6:57 and I close at 7 p.m. and I'm not going to kick out a paying customer. I'm not going to. That just makes absolutely no sense. All right, so here's my response. I don't remember this incident happening through the way you're portraying it in your review. Actually, I don't remember any group of friends coming into the shop that weren't laughing, smiling, and having a good time in shop. However, I do apologize for you feeling this way and feeling the need to be empowered and write a tarnishing review on a small business. Everyone who walks in the shop is greeted with a friendly hello. How are you? Anyone that's been here can testify that. And a conversation is attempted afterwards. No paying customer is rushed out the door, even those that walk in 5 minutes before closing. Sadly, I'm just not recollecting this unwelcoming vibe and bad attitude. Prior to writing this ill will review, I wish you spoke to me privately first and allowed me to right any wrongs. Unfortunately, I will not get that chance. Take care in your collecting and hobby journey. I mean, again, if you've been here late towards the closing, you would know how nonsense that is. So I'm recording this video on January 23rd. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, there's no other 1-star reviews. Hopefully there's not one for a while, but that was 4 weeks ago. So as that just a little before the new year. Here's one from 46 weeks ago, so almost a year ago. By the time you've seen this, maybe even a year ago. Elda. I had an extreme, and I remember this one very vividly. This one I completely remember. I had an extremely disappointing experience at Murph's Card Town and Sports Shop. Full name. Murphy's attitude, ooh, got the full name there too, whoa, was shockingly rude when I brought my cards in for valuation. With just a cursory glance at the box, he dismissively declared it all as common stuff. Sorry, if you bring in base cards, it's just kind of common, so sorry. Without bothering to thoroughly assess the cards. So I'm supposed to 2023 Kyle Pitts Prism card number 47 cents. Okay. 2022 Sauce Gardner score. Like, I mean, we're not going to look at every single card. We can kind of generalize cards that are going to go in what bins or, you know, kind of a general price point, right? That's just my expertise. Without bothering to thoroughly assess cards, when I mentioned where I got them, his response was even more disrespectful, asking, then why would you sell them to me? He clearly said that he bought them on Whatnot, trying to resell them. That's literally what he said. I bought these cards on Whatnot, hoping to make money, trying to resell them. I mean, again, this is a year ago, so I'm kind of paraphrasing, but you get the point. I won't be spending my money at a shop with such unpleasant customer service. If you look at the other 1-star reviews, there were other people who have had the same experience with his bad attitude. Shop elsewhere, my advice. I mean, listen, that's your point of view, and I am sorry that you felt that way. Let's just get into my response. Hi, Elder. Sorry you had a bad experience at the shop. We are very selective with what we purchase. Any shop is, any small business that kind of buys from their customers are. And he was not a customer. He was just kind of a walk-in. Everything is evaluated at a quick pace for efficiency purposes. I think that's a pretty logical thing for a shop to do. People are always welcome to bring in stuff anytime for us to happily look at. If you take a look at the many 5-star reviews, people have had great experiences at Murph's Card Town. I wish you spoke to me prior to leaving this review so a solution could have been made without the need of a tarnishing review on a small business. I'd love to have the opportunity to make it up to you if you'd like to further discuss. Again, that's kind of where I'm like, hey, come on back. Let's talk. Let's figure things out. The newer reviews, it's just going to be, if you don't want to come back, don't come back. I'm not going to force you to come back. You went out of your way to write the bad 1-star review, the tarnishing, the empowering, and the entitling 1-star review against me because you just didn't get your way. So, I mean, if that's how you feel, then no matter what I could say, no matter what I could do to make it up to you, it's just not going to be enough. All right. Initially, I thought the owner was cool. He had I hate this. This one's awful. This one's just terrible. And there's no way for me to back it up with visual evidence. This was over a year ago. Wow. He had an Anthony Edwards card that was priced the same as online, so I bought it. Remember that. Remember that piece of it, that right there. Same as online. So we bought it. Went home and never thought anything of it. After a few months, I took it out of the case to inspect it, and the back of the card is damaged. That I don't remember. I would never sell you a damaged card unless it is accordingly priced or it is accordingly marked with like a Sharpie on the top loader or on the bag or something like that, showing you like a huge scratch or dimple, something, maybe a crack in a slab. I always do that, guys. And if I genuinely miss it, I am sorry, but I do a pretty good job at evaluating these cards. You know this. Inspecting the back of the card is damaged. A large chunk is color faded and rough to the touch, but unnoticeable behind the plastic. My fault for not checking, but the owner definitely knew since everything he sells is usually highly overpriced. Card in a penny sleeve and top loader, some defects can go unnoticed. That's why people ask to take stuff out of the top loader, out of the penny sleeve, out of the bags, out of the one touch or something to take a closer look at things. That is common practice. Buyer beware. Simple as that. And of course, there's to a degree, seller beware. But I love how he contradicts himself, since everything he sells is usually highly overpriced. However, you had previously said that, where is it? Anthony Edwards cards that was priced the same as online, so I bought it. Okay, and after a few months, pal, we all know that the market changes. You buy a stock today, it is not going to be the same price tomorrow or the next week, or in your case, a few months later, right? The same thing with the card market. 97% of cards go down. So your Anthony Edwards card probably went down, and now you're mad about it. And I honestly had no idea about this defect on the back. I wish you maybe brought it into me, and I probably would be reluctant to believe you that it was a card, that defect was there when I owned it. But maybe we could have figured something out. All right, so let's look at this review. Good chunky review. Thanks for your purchase of the Edwards card, quote, a few months ago. I'm sorry the card isn't in the condition as what was perceived when you bought it. Sadly, I don't feel this review is warranted due to the fact that the card has been in your possession for so long. Anything could have happened. Maybe I didn't notice myself, which is possible. I would have appreciated if you brought it to my attention prior to leaving a negatively impactful review. In terms of the prices, the market constantly changes. We all know this on all cards across the hobby, especially over the course of a few months. Cards are a lot cheaper now than they were a few months ago. I price cards in good faith. Everybody knows this. When I price cards, I can't control the volatility of cards going up and down. You said it was priced the same as online, but then claim everything's highly overpriced. Clearly, I'm not highly overpriced if it was the same as online. Keep in mind, online, you're paying taxes, shipping fees, maybe waiting for shipping and hoping the card isn't damaged. At the shop, you can see the card, inspect it in person, and take it home that day. I would have appreciated you coming in and talking to me first before leaving this review. A simple conversation can resolve a lot of problems. I think that was a very fair, honest, and very polite response. I never hear back from any of the people that leave 1-star reviews. I never do. I hate this one right here too. Lloyd. And again, I could care less if, anyone's name is getting exposed. Honestly, who cares? They leave me 1-star reviews. They're tarnishing me. I could care less about exposing you. It's just your name, whatever. Lloyd. Besides, someone could probably go find it themselves if they really wanted to. So I'll save myself the editing. I'll save you the time. There's their names, right? Lloyd. Awful. Awful. Went in to support local and buy some cards for a Christmas gift. So Christmas gift. And now he's writing this on January 7th, 2023. So 2.5 weeks later, was charged $45 for a box of cards that was priced at $29.99. The owner removed the price tag knowing it was a Christmas gift and stated it was muscle memory, not the fact that he was pulling a quick move to make some extra cash, and neglected to offer a receipt or put one in the bag. I messaged about the transaction, and the owner claims the price was $45, which it was not. The same box of cards can be found at $32 at the Cranston Walmart. He messaged me. He mentioned how he messaged me on Christmas Eve. Look at this juicy response, guys. Let me just read my response. It'll save a lot of time in the video. And, garbage. Hello, Lloyd. I offered all holiday season to remove price tags, which I do and I did and I still do. If you bought anything as a gift during the holidays, Christmas, I always ask, hey, since this is a gift, do you want me to take the price tag off? I don't know. 8 out of 10 people say, yeah, that'd be great. Some people don't because they'd rather do it or just take a Sharpie and black it out, whatever. Price tags for people as they were mostly bought as gifts for others and it would be easier for their convenience. I asked you prior to removing said price tag and you said yes. I was not pulling a quick move or never stated muscle memory. I would never do that. In the middle of June, I'm not removing price tags. Now, if someone buys a card and they're going to rip the price tag off of it anyways, I'll help them do it. Come on. When you messaged the shop on Facebook late on Christmas Eve, I think I was at my brother's house, you mentioned your purchase. I didn't recall. Then I went to my transaction log and provided proof of your purchase. Soon after, got caught up to speed. I was like, who is this guy? And then I go look in my POS system. I'm like, oh, right, duh. Lloyd, of course, Lloyd. I remember this. Yeah, this was like a few days ago. To be eco-friendly, I don't offer paper receipts. I never did. I still don't. I never will. However, an e-receipt via text or email can always be provided if needed, which I provided photos of to you in our message thread. I sent him a screenshot, $45. I think he might have got some sleeves. I have no idea. There's your receipt. People in this community know I would never try to make extra cash via wrong means. Trying to do something immoral such as a $15 overcharge is something I wouldn't do nor need to do. I take pride in being a community cornerstone and in my efforts in providing a happy and healthy hobby. You can ask anyone who's been here to the shop and they will back this claim. I apologize for the miscommunication and I wish we could have resolved this in person at the shop. Hopefully this can be righted where you have a better experience here at Murph's Cart Town Sports Shop and you can continue to support your local card shop. I love how he says, was charged $45 box of cards that was priced at $29.99. And then he's like, the same box of cards can be found at $32 at the Cranston Walmart. Why are you leaving them a 1-star review?
Oh, Cranston Walmart is overcharging on Christmas, taking the bags off, blah.
Like, no, you're not going to do that to a big box store because you're still going to go there regardless. So who cares, right? You know, if you need toilet paper, you're going to go there. If you need lotion, you're still going to go there. It doesn't matter. This is the dumbest thing ever. Absolutely stupid. And sure, I think it was like a 2022 Bowman draft or 2023, but I don't even remember. Some Bowman box. And yeah, retail was $29.99. Good luck finding it at $29.99 anywhere. David Adams, Steel City, eBay, everywhere had that box for between $40 to $50. I put mine at $45. Go find it at the Cranston Walmart for $32 and let me know. And plus, they're overpriced, so leave them a 1-star review. Yeah, go pound sand. Messaging me on Christmas Eve and making me be the bad guy. Ugh, this is getting me fired up. It really is. Oh my God. Guys, please like the video. Comment down below your favorite 1-star review, your favorite reaction from myself. Whether you agree with me, maybe you agree with these guys. I mean, leaving the people that leave in the 1-star review, maybe you agree with them from a previous experience. I don't know. I want to try to better myself. I'm trying to be transparent. Let me know, guys. Drop a comment down. Subscribe to the channel if you're new or haven't considered subscribing. Check out the channel membership program. Definitely appreciate the love and support. But let's get back into this because as fired up as I'm getting, it's kind of fun. Desjamaris drove quite a way to check out the shop. Murph was very standoffish.
Very rude, to be honest. Would not recommend.
Let's see. Ooh, big response. Can you see? Okay, you can see the whole thing. Thank you for making a visit to the shop. However, I'm sorry you feel this way. When did you swing by? I would appreciate it if you reached out via messenger, email, or spoke to me in person before leaving this review. As a small business, reviews are see, you can see the courtesy, the very nice me, are paramount to our success. As you can see from the plenty of 5-star reviews, I am quite the opposite of
standoffish or rude.
I'm never standoffish, guys. You know that. Whenever someone comes in, hey, how's it going? How are you? Long time no see. How you been? How's the kids? Blah, 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 whatever. I'm going to try to engage with you. You all know this. Let's see. As you will find other reviews, I'm very approachable, sociable, where I attempt to engage with people through a conversation. If they don't appear to want to engage or talk with me, then I use that as a sign for me to back off. If someone doesn't want to talk to me, I'll get the hint and I'll back off. Don't have to tell me twice. Hopefully this wasn't interpreted as
standoffish or rude.
I would like to have the opportunity to discuss your experience further and efforts to find a way to remedy it. Please email the shop at any time, blah, 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 and they never do. Floyd, this guy. Okay, this was so stupid. He left me a 1-star review. He would have, he could, a 0.
The next day.
And within the same hour, he left a 5-star review at a competing neighboring card shop, which actually is closed and out of business now. So I'm not even going to bother reading Floyd's review because it's absolute nonsense. And yes, you see me in different clothes because when I was recording last night, customer came in, I wasn't able to finish the recording. And also, I kind of want to mention while I have this kind of brief interruption, I was thinking to myself last night, and I even thought about it driving in here to the shop, that if this video gets bad feedback, bad criticism, maybe even leads to other 1-star reviews, honestly, I'm just going to take the video down. I'll probably just bump it to channel members only, just because obviously they actually care about Murph's Card Town. They're not going to be raging critics or trying to tarnish a small business, but somebody from the open public who just comes across this video and has sour taste in their mouth, wants to be entitled and all that stuff, they're gonna be the ones that are like, oh, let me add on and throw a 1-star review on there. So I just kind of want to disclose that as well. And this isn't a video or a ploy to try to get me more 5-star reviews. No, that's not the purpose of this video. I just kind of want to clear the air of all these nonsensical 1-star reviews, because this is public knowledge. This is public information that anyone can go look at. And I want to kind of at least have some form of backing up evidence on my part to kind of counter these nonsensical 1-star reviews. So if it gets any bad feedback or any bad rap, I'm just going to move it to channel members, and those over there can enjoy it. All right, Albert. Just a 1-star review, nothing. That's the ones I hate the most. It makes, and this is like, what, 2 days, 3 days before Christmas? It's like, dude, come on. Like, oh, it's just so, it's like, what did I do? What? Probably nothing. Sorry you felt the need to leave a 1-star review with no comment or explanation why. It's hard for me to resolve any dissatisfaction, so you can still kind of see that niceness in me, like, oh, I'm here to help. I welcome you back to Murph's Car Town to resolve any issues that made you feel the need to give the shop a 1-star review. I hope to hear or see from you soon. Until then, I'm left confused with your review. Of course, never seen him, never heard from him. Raphael, same thing. Kind of copy and paste, but not exactly, but kind of sort of. Keith, oh man, Keith, this dude is a class act joke. So Keith used to come by the shop, and he was starting to become a good friend, honestly. And let's see, I got a box of like 2021 Donruss football blasters in, and one of the boxes was kind of damaged, a little bit more damaged than it should have been. So we decided to go half on it, and we pulled a Jamar Chase pink optic preview, I believe it was. So this is when I still had the consignment case at the time. So we put it in the consignment case. It's like a $30, $40 card at the time. And then I was in the midst of rotating some cards around from the consignment case. And in the midst of doing that, I took them out and put them in the back because I got caught up with other customers. And then there was an actual Jamar Chase pink optic preview that I actually had, and I was negotiating with that, or at least I thought I was. I did have a mix up there. I'll take a little bit of onus on that one. But Keith was there, didn't say anything, and just had an absolute sour taste in his mouth. Never talked to me for like a month, never came in for a month. I kept reaching out. I'm like, hey, everything okay? I haven't seen you in a bit. I haven't heard from you. And then he drops the bomb on me, like, oh, you were trying to trade our card that was worth $40 for like $10. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was trying to do mine. I was trying to work on mine, the one that I had. So Keith had a 5-star review, very nice words, deleted it, put a 1-star review. Absolute class act joke. I'm like, I'll even read you my review here. Your review was originally a 5-star review, and I'm not sure what happened for you to change your review. There's no reason or explanation why you left a 1-star review, but I am sorry you feel the way you do. I would love to have a conversation, understand your opinion. And that is all the 1-star reviews. There's a couple 2-star reviews on here. Maybe that could be for a separate video. But I don't want to waste any more time of yours, because I think this video was one that I didn't or shouldn't have had to make to begin with. But hey, here we are, so we made it anyways. But that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I really appreciate you joining me. Hopefully you had a couple of chuckles, a couple laughs along the way, a couple OMGs and WTFs as well, as much as I did. But I really do appreciate your support, whether it's here at the shop, here on the YouTube channel, whether you leave a 5-star review, or you buy stuff, you sell me stuff, trade stuff, whatever it may be, however the support is formulated, subscribing, following, being a channel member, liking, commenting, whatever it may be, guys. Thank you so much. And I really want to kind of wrap up this video with a massive thank you, literally, to everybody who supports in any way, shape, or form, because without any support from any of you guys, none of this is possible. So thank you very, very much. But like I said, that will wrap it up for this video, guys. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. You were able to laugh a couple times like I did. Nonetheless, could you please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't? Check out the channel membership program. I would greatly appreciate the additional love and support that way. But I've queued up an excellent video right there. Actually, yeah, it's going to be right here covering up these terrible reviews. And hopefully I'll see you in that video. Peace out, guys.